What is going on today? Today I took one trade. It was green. This is the second green day in a row. And I'm super happy to break down Monday's trading recap, today's trading recap, and whether you should use either candlesticks or heiken-ashi candlesticks. I'm going to go ahead and break all those down with you right now. And without further ado, let's get right to it. All right, so this week we have 0 green trades. I know it's only Tuesday, but I'm super happy about that. Going on last week, I had a really rough ending to the week. I took 6 losing trades in a row, and that was pretty hard for me to deal with. I didn't even make a video Friday because I was so upset and pissed off. So looking at almost a rolling 30-day period ever since I really started becoming more disciplined with my trading, we are still green, $2,700, which is absolutely fantastic. It's only up from here, right? I kind of made a goal to myself. You know, I really want to go ahead and switch over to live trading. I really feel confident in my strategy. I think we're doing good. I've been doing this strategy long enough. I've really mid-maxed it. I've learned a lot of things. To break down my trades from yesterday, or my trade from yesterday, it was kind of sketchy. We had a push out of this little range right here. It came back down and retested it, and then it went up. I put my entry here on this flat bottom candlestick. It almost went to my 2-to-1, almost stopped me out, and then it finally hit my take profit for a nice $1,800 win. This is why I use heiken-ashi candlesticks. It makes reading price action to me so much easier, and it really helps eliminate false entries and stuff of that nature. So it can be kind of hard to stay in a trade when you're looking at a regular candlestick chart. Now on the right hand side of my screen, I do still have a candlestick chart up, so I'm looking at both of them in real time. It's just I like heiken-ashis better for my entries and my exits, just because it makes following price action a whole lot easier to me. I mean, look at how much that cleans up the chart. Going to today, so today we had a really nice long leg down and then a 100% retracement of it. I started watching the market at 9 o'clock and I didn't even make a trade until 9:40. So 40 minutes of waiting. You know, patience is a virtue whenever it comes to trading futures, and that's something that I've learned over time. But with my strategy, I really want to see clean price action. We had this push up here, and I really thought that we were probably going to bounce off VWAP and then have another flush down. Obviously that didn't happen. We chopped around a little bit of VWAP and continued to push up north. I would have entered up here at this flat bottom candlestick, but I wasn't really comfortable with it. We really didn't have a whole lot of volume pushing out of this range right here. If I would have put my entry here, I would have gotten stopped at anyway because this next candlestick would have reversed. I waited for it to push up. We got to this zone right here where it rejected off last time. We didn't see that. We saw a little bit of an ABCD pattern and then a high volume strong push out of it, which is where I put my entry in. And look, it went right to my 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio, ended up making me green on the day. If you would have bought using regular candlesticks, you know, where's a clear entry? I guess a clear entry would be down here, but how do you know? You know, with the heiken-ashi candlesticks, I can look for a specific entry and a specific exit once it hits my risk to reward ratio that I like. Why wouldn't I use heiken-ashi? To me, it's just so much cleaner. It's not nearly as crazy. It helps avoiding overtrading, which is something that I really struggled with whenever, I don't know if you could watch one of my videos from last month when I first started posting my journal to YouTube. I really struggled with overtrading. You know, I was seeing so many false entry signals and I was seeing this and that. Switch over to heiken-ashi candlesticks, waiting for flat bottom candlesticks and clean price action has really transformed my trading. I mean, we can go back and look at the statistics. If we look at the 15th of last month to today, we've only had 71 trades, which is an average of 2 trades a day. And really recently, I've only been having 2 trades a day. So here we go. Total P&Ls 2704. Only had $1,000 in fees and commissions. If we look at May 1st to May 15th, it's a completely different story. I mean, just look at these statistics. Gross P&L. I was green, $1,100, but I had 194 trades. I traded over 1,300 contracts with total fees and commissions $3,700. My total P&L was $2,600. Yeah, I was in the green, but was I? I was just trading willy-nilly, which is just crazy. So I feel like I've really come a long way as far as my discipline. And min-maxing my strategy is something that's really helped me out a lot too. I went back through and I looked at all my trades, and I noticed that days that I do take a losing trade, more than likely I'm going to take another losing trade. So you know what? After my first loss, I just walk away. After my first win, I walk away because I don't want to give that money back. So I've really cut down my strategy to 1 trade a day, and also not moving my take profits or my stop losses once I put the entry in. We're only going for a 2-to-1 risk reward ratio. I found that the market needs time to move, and it needs the room to move. So trading with such a tight stop and a tight exit really is more beneficial to just place a trade and walk away from the chart, which is something that I've really been working on. You know, it's really hard to do. So found that getting up, walking away from the chart is the easiest way to get away from that. So min-max your strategy. Once you do something for a long enough time and you build some statistics, you can go back through and look at what works better. You know, if you're running a high RR ratio, you're going to see a bell curve, right? They're almost always going to hit a 1-to-1, but your total profit to loss ratio, you know, it might be 1-to-2. And with how I trade and the strategy that I run, I found that going for a 1-to-2 risk reward ratio is really quite a good thing to do. So that's what I do. You know, in the future, I might try to do 1-to-3s or 1-to-4s, but as of right now, I'm going to stick with the 1-to-2, keep my win rate high. And once I get better at the strategy, you know, depending on how the market's moving, it might be better to go to a 1-to-3 or a 1-to-4. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please smash the subscribe button, and I will see you for tomorrow's trading recap. Bye.